Ayo, what's poppin', everyone? It's your boy, and bringing you another Outriders video. Um, kind of gonna go over a little bit, and my perspective of the upcoming or the recently released, I should say, patch. Um, and my thoughts. So, I wasn't actually gonna make this video. Um, One of the members of the community reached out to me in a previous video, and they basically said they were curious of my opinion and wanted to see what I thought of the update. And I mean, I can't really turn that down. Um, I care about you guys as people that follow me and such, and you're all members of my community. You're like family. So if you guys ask, I shall deliver. So let's go ahead and go into my opinion. Now, this may be lengthy. I apologize. I am very passionate about this game. Uh, Outriders brought me my following on Twitch, going through doing lobbies, doing help and such. Um, and I claimed before the game came out, I said this is going to be my game. Just because I really do love this game. And, it's kind of hard to see a game in this kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of hard to see a game that you want to see succeed sit in the condition that it's in. And I have a lot to say. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So I ran some lobbies tonight with my buddy. Um, we do them occasionally on Twitch. Lately it's been kind of rough due to personal things, me trying to find work now that I've graduated college, and my buddy working about two jobs trying to get things done. So it's like personal things have kind of come in the way. And anyway, we were running the lobbies, and we kind of got into the topic where I said I wanted to make a podcast where I kind of wanted to go over the state of the game with, other non-biased perspectives. And there's a lot there's a lot to really say and go over. And normally I'd come in here and I would just start shit talking, which I've thought about it the whole time. I thought about coming on here and just shit talking the entire development, and I'm not going to. The it it's hard to go into. So what a lot of people need to realize is if you look at the way that PCF is doing their updates, you'll kind of see the way that they move. You gotta be able to read the room. You gotta be able to read people. Um, and once you can do that, you can kind of see how these people are treating the community. And it starts off with this patch. It's probably going to be the best way to explain it. So, if you look at the patch, they did a couple things with like the dev and the pyro. Little things, like, ooh, you get a little buff here with, your cooldown. You get a little buff here where now you can, take your reflect shield, and now you can like use it and cast it out and get up to like 95 or whatever percent of your cooldown back. Little things like that. And then you see 5% increase to bone shrapnel. Now, everybody wants to be, optimistic. They want to be like, well, look, they put out a whole bunch of patches. They fixed a whole bunch of things. But everybody fails to notice that there is an elephant in the room. And the elephant that's in the room is not hidden. It's not blatantly obvious, but it's not hidden. It's the 5% increase from this patch. Now, some people are probably like, dude, it's only 5%. Like, it's not anything game breaking, but it kind of is. So, outweighing all the buffs that came out, you're now making firepower builds a bit more stronger, right? So you're making them more stronger. And with you making these firepower builds more stronger, you're making everything else weaker, right? Like, you buff bone shrapnel. What's that mean? Now, more gun builds are going to be made, right? So, when you put two and two together for this, it's like, alright, so now when we're trying to create build diversity, in a game that has absolutely no build diversity, now it's what? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're pushing little things in with one large thing showing that they don't care about the community. They don't care what you say. Okay? They don't care what you want in this game. Alright? And that's blatant. Like, just seeing that, I mean, come on now. Look at the skill trees, for instance. Okay? Skill trees. What's the point of them? Only thing that's viable for what we have as an end game is the top tree for most, which is the gun builds. And Devastator doesn't have a gun build. They don't have any kind of bullets to back up other than raw damage and bleed damage, of course. But, these kinds of things here, when you look at the recent patch, you'll kind of scope over all the little things that were there and then realize that gun builds got stronger. And that doesn't help do anything. That literally just creates the exact same thing that we were doing. And all the little buffs that they're trying to make you happy about are all just like smoke and mirrors. That's it. It's just smoke and mirrors. So that's my take on the whole, like, that's like my whole take right there, honestly. Like, the patch was okay. I'm glad that they fixed the Borealis set. As you can see from gameplay in the back, they did fix the Borealis set. This is gameplay, like recent gameplay, like literally about like 20 minutes ago before I even like made this video. This is all gameplay from after patch with the Borealis setup on my combat medic. And as you can see, it's fixed for sure. It is fixed, definitely for sure.
Come on, open the fucking
But
there we go. Bullshit.
A lot of what this community needs to open their eyes about is you keep pushing and pushing and pushing for all these updates and fixes and patches. But what nobody's pushing for is fucking content. Like, this game's gonna die because everybody wants patches. And what you need to understand is this development team is not caring what you have to say. Alright? They don't care. They hear you enough to the point where you bitch
Sorry.
about, oh, we want these patches. Okay, alright, fine. The community wants these fixes. Let's make some fixes. That's it. That's all they want. They just want to keep doing fixes. They're easy. They're easy fixes. And half the time they put them on fucking hold for a week. I mean, you have to really fucking pay attention, people. You want content. The end game content on this game is fucking gone. There is no end game content. There's nothing. And I don't care how many fucking fanboys to this game there are that are like, oh, the CTs are perfectly fine. They are perfectly fine there, guy. You got 15 of them. They're fine. Just run them. They're great. I can run them at 4.2 seconds a run. Like, come on, man. Fuck that guy. I don't care if you can run these things in fucking 4 minutes. Nobody cares. There's not even a leaderboard. You see all these fucking, world record. World record. How the fuck do you know it's a world record? There's not even a fucking leaderboard. Like, there could be some guy who doesn't even post videos online that's literally got faster times than 90% of you fucking idiots. Who are you going by with a world record? You want to be really technical? Me and my buddy have a 35-second run on fucking Eye of the Storm that's clipped on my fucking Twitch account. If that's not world record, then I don't know what the fuck is. But it is what it is. We need fucking content, man. We need something. We need a reason to use certain aspects of the skill trees. We need certain reason to use these other fucking gear sets. Even gear in general. There is nothing in this game. And the dev team won't go through. They're not going to go through and be like, okay, well, let's go ahead and, patch and give content. No. They're lazy enough to where they have to push patches like 1 to 2 weeks. You guys keep on asking for these stupid fucking retarded ass patches. We're never gonna see any content in this game.
Fuck off.
There's never gonna be anything. And that's why I keep saying, you people need to stop, man. You need to stop asking for patches. The game's not gonna fucking go anywhere if you keep asking for this shit. What we need is game modes like Horde mode, where things escalate, where you actually need support, where you actually need tanks, where you actually can utilize the fucking skill trees, where other classes are actually fucking more viable than nothing but blight build that keeps being fucking regurgitated throughout the entirety of fucking YouTube. We need other things. We need, like, horde mode based type ordeals that have objectives. Things that we have to do. Give us fucking raids, for instance. Give us a fucking raid on here. Have us go against that tall, retarded, lanky thing that looked like a fucking tripod. Have us go against something like that. And if you want, give us dedicated servers. Back in the fucking day, we were told if something went wrong with our servers, we would gladly admit our faults and we would go dedicated servers. For the first 2 months, PlayStation couldn't even fucking connect past to the fucking start menu. You had to close the application about 40 times in order to actually log into the game. Then when it gets fixed on PlayStation, now it's been over at Xbox, And you see Xbox people complaining about it, and all you want to do if you're a PlayStation user, you just want to respond back with, "Hey, you new here? Like, this has been here. You must be new. You must be new." And then you go on fucking on Reddit and you see people talking about, "Wow, this game's great. I don't know why there's so many bad reviews." My dude, have you been here since the beginning? Like, OG day one players know why these reviews are bad. You're just now stepping into a fucking game that just now, almost 6 months, if not 6 months, is just being fucking pushed out in somewhat of a decent fucking format. Come on. You know what I mean? We need something in this game. Alright? You have the incentive to go and redo the campaign. But the gear you get? The gear you get's nowhere near as good as if you do a CT-15. That forces you to stick to doing CT-15s. Because you're stuck doing nothing but fucking timed runs on the expeditions. And half the expeditions you can't even actually do in faster times because you can't even ignore fucking cutscenes, which I don't understand why that's a fucking thing. People complained about that on day one. That thing's still there. You still can't bypass fucking cutscenes. Like, doors. You can easily see transitioning to one side of the map from another from a door. From one door to another side of the map. Okay? One door. Has its own cutscene. Like a 1994 fucking Resident Evil game on the old PlayStation. Like, every time I go into the campaign and I try to open up a door to move into another area, I feel like I'm in Resident Evil Code Veronica, going from one room to the next. I mean, come on now. But if you actually look on the map and you look around, like in certain areas of the actual campaign, those areas blocked by doors have blinking boxes. They're literally inside the fucking frame. What, they didn't know how to make an actual fucking door to where you could just have your character kick it the fuck in? I mean, it's lazy. It's fucking extra cinematics that don't need to be there. Right? But that's me getting too far ahead of myself. This game needs a lot. It needs loadouts, for one. It needs a locking feature so you can lock gear. So that way, when you do get set pieces you like, you can have them. If not that, increased storage capacity past 100. We have like almost 200 fucking legendary items in the game, and you can only hold 100 items in your stash. As a collector, don't most of you want to be able to collect at least one of everything just to sit in your stash and be like, "Hey, look, I got it. I got this. Look at my collection of goodies that I've collected. Look at one of everything in here. One of every single item, even gear set for each character. Have everything." You can't. You can't fucking collect all that shit. And then you have gear sets. Gear sets are still sitting on the point that they're fucking static. They're static. Come on. How are you supposed to use builds with certain classes when the fucking rolls on the gear is still static? Let us be able to roll a pair of fucking Borealis that has anomaly instead of firepower. Maybe we can roll something real fucking Gucci. Like something with like anomaly power, anomaly power, close range damage, and fucking, cooldown reduction. So that way we can cut down cooldowns on our fucking shit. But we can't. We can't. Oh, you want cooldown? You want random stats? Oh, get purples. But if you get purples, you're not going to get these really cool fucking, like, half the time they don't work legendary set rolls. Come on, man. Like, what you guys need to realize is the patches we keep seeing are just bloat. It's just bloat. They're trying to push out things to make the community feel like they're listening. when they're not. All they see is, oh, look, there's 12 posts here talk about we need a patch for this, we need a patch for that. Alright, let them know we're putting out a patch. Somebody go get that other guy. Let them know that we're putting out a patch. Somebody go get go do something. Or are you going to do anything? Yeah. If you don't get it done today, yeah, oh well, we'll get it done next week. Whatever. They can wait. They've waited this long. They can wait. That's exactly what it's like. Oh, they can wait. We'll just feed them some bullshit. They'll wait. And then you guys just, like, as a community are like, oh, this patch, you guys are assholes. You've pushed it back. It's supposed to save the game. You're, like, pushing out this... You're pushing back the patch that's going to be the savior of Jesus Christ. Like, come on, people. The patches aren't fixing anything. The game doesn't need any more fucking patches. On certain consoles, the stuff that they're going through, networking issues, aren't going to be resolved in a patch. If you want to resolve the network issues, they need to put this shit on a dedicated fucking server. And they're not going to. They're not going to because they don't give a fuck. That's why. And they're too fucking prideful to admit that they were wrong. That's why you will never see this game on a dedicated server. They made it very abundantly clear that they wanted P2P, and they even said, like I said before, they even said, we're sticking with this, everything works fine. If it didn't, then we would go ahead and move to dedicated servers, and we would admit that we are wrong. They have yet to admit that they were wrong. And here we are still, after what, 6 months? Still going through the same fucking issues. Come on, man. Like, y'all gotta really open your eyes, man. Y'all really gotta open your eyes. Read the room. This game is going nowhere, and the only people that they listen to are the people that you all follow on fucking YouTube, because they're such great content creators. And these great content creators are so fucking biased because they are like, I'm not going to say they're paid to fucking give good reviews, but some of them are given certain privileges, per se. Or they're given the game early to give reviews. Okay? And some of them don't, but some of them will literally still suck the dev off for this game. And they do it with other games too. So this is what I'm trying to say. Stop fucking listening to assholes about this game. Stop. Stop making them relevant. If they're not pushing and telling you the fucking truth on this shit, and that this game needs content, it doesn't need fucking patches anymore, it needs content. The more all they're doing with fucking patches is they're pushing fucking different kinds of things, making it more lopsided. They're fucking tagging around with fucking skills and cooldowns and such that we don't even fucking need, nor did we ask for. But yet we're still sitting here with the same bullshit fucking maps from day one and haven't even seen a fucking roadmap. But you know what, boys? At the end of the day, what can you really expect? There is a reason my intro was Anthem. And oops. There's a reason. Because this game is the next fucking Anthem. And as much as I hate, so hate to say it, it's true. And a lot of it to blame is the community. A lot of it to blame is the content creators. And I take a lot of responsibility myself as a creator. With that being said, I love you guys. I'm out.